You see, for those of you following me by now, I assume you already know my stand on religion. That religion is a weaponry that is used to keep a people stupid and dumb. If you want to keep a generation of people stupid, give them religion. One of the most valuable currency of human being is your energy and your emotion. And this currency of young people in Africa is being exhausted on the altar of stupid, frivolous things that are stupid, such as witches and wizards, village people, demonology, and what have you. Whereas their counterparts elsewhere in the world are talking about biotech, SpaceX, robotics, artificial intelligence. As a matter of fact, science is positing that by the year 2100, we would have attained immortality as human beings. But there's a video that I published about religion that one of our black brother, whom his brain is mentally impaired, I would say, was telling me that you are saying that 50 years black people would have risen to the top, that by 50 years God would have destroyed the world. You see, the same idiot that is saying that doesn't stop having sex with a wife, and he doesn't stop giving birth to children, and he believes that the world will end in 50 years time. That's how religion can mess up your psyche. In Africa, they roam around with King James version of the Bible, trying to cast away demon and witches and wizards. But you see, in the year 1503, the book Demonology was published by the same man that published the King James version. It was written by King James. So King James was a Freemason who even practiced that demonology. So how do you marry the reality that the man who wrote the Bible of King James is the one that wrote demonology, and the same man is a homosexual? How do you put all this? How do you wrap up your hand with this? The reason why black people don't look at it in that angle is because they don't know. What you don't know is bigger than you. They don't know about these things. Only thing you know is what I told you, right? The day you realize reality is when you start understanding that the news is different from the reality. You see, what you are hearing in the news is far different from the reality of existence. What you are seeing on the screen, what people are saying, is different from the reality that human beings are living. Anyways, I'm happy that it is the white man that is still validating this. Now keep on preaching this truth until you people start buying sense, getting sense. Watch what this white man said.
I can almost bet you that the Freemason that wrote the book of demonology has a book sitting right in your living room. King James published this book of demonology just a few years before he published the Holy Bible. It tells all about his belief in witchcraft and magic. You can see right here it was printed in 1603. So King James, the Freemason, got his book of demonology out before he published his version of the Holy Bible. You can just hear the angels sing with this cover, can't you? More fitting cover. Those are the witches on the cover of the King James Book of Demonology. Just know that Methuselah, Noah, and Shem wrote the history of the world as they knew it right before the flood, and these columns survived the flood. You can see right over my shoulder, that's when Shem died, and he was the son of Noah that helped write that on the columns. And right above my head is when they believe the book of Genesis is created. Just know that right here is where Shem died. This is where the book of Genesis is supposedly started being written. And right here is where Moses comes into the picture. One thing it doesn't look like King James did was change any of the words of the Holy Bible. Because when they were found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, thousands of years later, the words matched up exactly. For thousands of years sealed up in a cave, the book of Genesis sat right next to the book of Enoch 1, and right next to the book of Giants, and right next to the book of Jubilees. And somehow, they were all taken out of the Bible over time. And in the 1940s, when we found the Dead Sea Scrolls, the truth was uncovered. I don't think old Jackwagon over here sold too many of them books because I've never even heard of them before.